Alright, this is your boy Amari. I'm here right now. And what's today? Today is Saturday, January 25th, 2020. I am at Pow Con in Brooklyn at the Brooklyn Expo Center. This is fucking amazing. I'm really loving this. I'm loving this environment. There's lots of wonderful people here, as you can see. Anyway, I have some interviews lined up. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. I hope you guys can be here too next time when I'm in town. Anyway, I'll see you guys later after this message. Bye. Hey, how you guys doing out there? This is your boy Mario. I'm here at Pow Con, Brooklyn 2020. I'm sitting next to a guy that I've been seeing on and off in the comic scene for a very long time. This man has been working in comics for a very long time. You may not have heard of him, but now is the time for you to learn about him. I'm here with the one and only
James Rodriguez.
How you doing, James?
All right. How's it going with you, man?
Great, great. It's such a pleasure to be here with you and finally get to talk to you, spend a little time with you. My audience doesn't know anything about you. How did you get started with comics?
I've been into comics since I was a kid. I started drawing when I was 4. My first big book I ever picked up as a kid was I was 7 years old. I picked up an X-Men comic book and just fell in love with the style and the artwork. And by high school, I started getting into it more. And I went to college, School of Visual Arts, and where I studied graphic novel art under Walter Simonson and Joe Orlando. And after that, I pretty much worked in independent stuff, but also worked in art advertising, commercial art. When the money is with comics has always been a thing for me. And about 15 years ago, give or take, I came up with my character idea. And I felt there was missing, we were missing like a Latino voice out there. And I created Sarah.
Well, there needs to be Latino voices in America. I understand there are voices in Central and South America, but there needs to be a voice to represent the Latino community here in America.
Absolutely. I mean, there was a small time when I think Marvel put out the Araña book. I don't know if you recall that one. I mean, it was done, I think, more just to say it was Latino, but just the story wasn't that great. I mean, just the title alone was like, ooh, it's catchy, but the story inside was terrible.
Well, we're not here to discuss Arana. We're here for James Rodriguez. So we're going to stick to the blue chip of the story. So I see you have some wonderful artwork here. Tell us what's going on.
Well, right now we're just working on a commission piece for someone who's asking for a Poison Ivy piece. But the main thing I'm trying to push this year specifically is my book, Sarah of Earth.
Sarah of Earth. Please tell us more about it. Do you have any artwork?
Oh, yes. I have some sample pages. This is what the cover will look like.
That's the cover because he can't talk past the book.
But basically the premise is a young 16-year-old girl gets infused by an alien power unit, and now she's infused with almost like unlimited amount of power, but she has no idea how to control it. So the alien...
That's all we can tell you about the story. We're not going to give away everything, just enough, just a biscuit to nibble on.
I'll say this, it's a little, you can say it's a mix of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Green Lantern.
There's going to be a lot of dead bodies in this comic book. A lot of dead bodies. Okay. I see you have something beautiful right here in front of us.
Yes, I'm currently working on, like I said, in a Poison Ivy piece for a customer. And I know you can barely see it, but I work in blue line pencil first. And after this, I'll do inks and full color, like some of the other sketch cards I have here. So as an example, I have this little Guardians of the Galaxy piece.
Sweet, man. Sweet. What's the hardest art assignment you ever had?
What's the hardest?
Art assignment.
Oh, art assignment. Oh, that's when I was working in art advertising.
Why was it so hard?
Well, basically, the time frame, a lot of clients want the work done yesterday, even though they give you the work today. Biggest job we did, I worked on an American Airlines commercial where, and sadly, it wasn't my fault. It was a client. They gave us the wrong plane to draw. So when we handed the stuff in, they said, "Oh no, wait, wrong plane. We need you to redraw the whole thing with the right plane in the shot." So we stayed up till about 2 a.m, finishing it up because they still needed it for a meeting the following day.
Damn. Woo. Well, that's
I mean, the one thing I'll say is most illustrators who work in commercial art, the one key thing they always try to make sure is to meet up with deadlines. That's always the key thing. It's not always like how good you are. It's if you're reliable, can do the work on time, and then you get more clients, because that's more your reputation.
Of course, of course. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing more of your Sarah books in the future. When does this Sarah book come out?
With any luck, I'll be doing Kickstarter for it this summer, and then hopefully in time for New York Comic Con.
That's the biggest show on the East Coast. Wow. Wow, that's fucking amazing, man.
And on top of that, what I'm hoping to do is not only do the book in English, but also do a Spanish language version as well.
I mean, yeah, that's typical. I mean, you got to put it on the languages because you can't just have it only for the English market.
No, absolutely not.
That's going to be boring.
Exactly. You got to diversify.
Of course. Well, James, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming to my program. Thank you for educating the audience. Yes, the comics industry does need a Latin voice. Either male or female, doesn't matter. As long as someone is doing it. James, thank you again so much for coming to my program. Thank you for your time.
No problem.
Keep kicking ass, taking no prisoners. And guys, thanks for watching. We'll be back after this. That's a wrap. Bye. Hey, how you guys doing? It's your boy Amar. I'm still here at Pow Con. You must be wondering, what am I doing next to this glass case right here with all this important merchandise and these cool looking toys? Well, I'm going to tell you about. I'm here with the mastermind behind it, the creative force, the one and only
Red Guardian.
Red Guardian. That's cool, man. All right, Red Guardian. How you doing, man?
I'm doing very good, doing very good.
All right, so I guess you're here to sell some toys and save the day, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm also here to promote my line, my brand. I have a brand called Red Guardian, and I'm also an artist.
The Red Guardian.
The Red Guardian. And actually, this year I'm able to actually release 2 toys that's I'm very, very proud of. One is Chunder, which is the balloon, and he's made out of resin, and there's a skull inside. There's a big backstory behind it, and it's specifically aimed to kids. And then we have the clown, the creative clown, which is also here. It's also being released, and he's here to inspire creativity. That's what the creative clown is all about, inspiring creativity, and that's what I'm all about.
Cool. So who inspired you to create your own toys?
I am not sure who inspired to create my own toys. If anything, it came from Saturday morning cartoons, from inspiring me to what's that cartoon that Schoolhouse Rock, from inspiring me to learn things in creative ways. Comic book characters, artists, all of those guys, pretty much. McFarlane Toys.
Yeah, Todd, thanks. I have to say, like, this Schoolhouse Rocks is still paying off dividends. Without Schoolhouse Rock, this wouldn't be here.
Absolutely. I mean, it's what I love to do. I love inspiring. I love to create art that I love. It helps me get by. It helps others see what I'm doing and get inspired to do their own thing. It's all funded by myself and no one else outside, so I'm very proud of that. It's a good thing. It's a good feeling to do things for yourself and, promote yourself in this way.
So when are you coming out with your own comic book, man?
Well, the first, I don't think it's going to be a comic book. It's going to be a children's book, and it's going to be based on the balloon, Chunder. And it's going to help the kids that are introverts. It's going to help them get out of their shell and but show people the good kids that they are, the good creative kids that they are.
That's great, no, but when are you going to create a comic from it, man?
We'll see, one day.
Well, don't keep the people in suspense, man. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, we'll see, one day. I think very soon, maybe. After the children's book, we'll see what happens.
Okay. Are there any other characters associated with the Red Guardian?
Yeah, so you guys can't see it, but on the floor, it's a ton of characters that I put out for everyone to see on the floor here. We have a train that's a snake. We have a cactus sheriff. We have a breakdancing skeleton. I don't know the names yet, but we'll see.
They're mystery.
Yeah, pretty much mystery.
So, if anybody wants to order products from you, what's the best way for them to contact you?
Yeah, so the best way to contact me is through redguardian.com, redguardian.com. You can also DM me on Instagram, redguardiannyc on Instagram. I do a lot of live streaming. Everything I make here, I do live so that everyone can see how the process is done. So you can always talk to me through there. I have music and I have a bunch of stuff going on. I take questions. So you can always DM me. It doesn't matter how many followers I have. I answer all my DMs and I make sure everybody's taken care of.
That's why they call him the Red Guardian. Well, Red Guardian, thank you so much for coming to my television show and educating the audience. And it's cool that you're an entrepreneurial toy maker. This is great, man. This is some beautiful stuff, man. Hopefully he's going to give us a comic book. If not, I'm going to send the clown to get him and get him to work on it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. That's a wrap. Until next time, peace. Oh, wait. Do you have any positive messages for the kids out there, Red Guardian?
One positive message is to do something creative every day. It doesn't matter what it is. You don't have to be an artist. Just do something creative. Make a bowl of cereal that's the most amazing bowl of cereal you ever made. Do something. It only takes 5 minutes.
Cool. You heard what the Red Guardian said, kids. Pay attention to his message. Listen to him. Also, buy his toys so he can create more toys.
Yeah, get your parents to buy the toys. Yes, they're pretty expensive.
You heard what the man said. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. That's a wrap. We're out of here. Bye-bye. Hey, how you guys doing? It's your boy Amari. I'm still here at Pow Con 2020, and you must be wondering who are these fantastic gentlemen are, and what am I doing at the table? Well, I'm going to tell you. They have a very interesting and I won't say controversial, but a fucking dynamic book, and it's going to blow your fucking mind away, and that's really the intended purpose. But also, it discusses very important issues. I'm here with the creative team of Crackhead Corey. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having us.
Fuck. Thanks for being.
I'm doing good. Right.
Great. This is amazing, man. So who's the mastermind behind this book?
So that'd be me. The joke that I tell is either I was gonna do crack or I was gonna draw about it. So that from there I came up with the character and then the eventual story. And we had collaborated on work in the past, so I brought him in, and this is where we are. It's a story about a guy who's just trying to live his life, trying to save the world from a trouble that only he sees. And it lands him in some hot water, and it takes everything away from him. He strips him his home, his job, everything, and he ends up on the streets, and he inevitably turns to drugs. Now, from there, he continues to try and, just be a better person. And we talk about a lot of issues on it. So, and that's the basic story.
Okay. So, my good friend, what's your part to play in this production?
Okay, so basically, Dwayne was the one who created it, and he just called me along to at first advise him, to look over, give him a fresh pair of eyes. And then he wanted me to just help him co-write. So we just started collaborating, and I actually helped him write most of the story. I wrote issue 3 and 4 entirely by myself, and we're just continuing to write just amazing story.
That's cool, man. So I know you got a lot of books right here. What's going on, man? Is this like the first run?
Yeah, so you can say that the first 4 issues is the first arc. It follows him from his childhood to how he ends up on the streets and his first essential mission to try and save the world. And it's broken up into 4 parts.
Nice.
And like he said, he wrote the second arc, and
let's hear about the second arc from him.
Okay. So the second arc is art. It's kind of, I don't want to give it too many details, but it's a take on something that happened in the real world per se.
It happens in the real world on a daily basis.
Well, yeah, and also it talks about an issue that we feel like has not been brought light of. I don't want to give too many details because but when you read it, you're gonna think of something that happened maybe 2-3 years ago, and you're gonna be like, okay, this is their comedic but serious approach to that said issue.
It's a good thing you guys are out here trying to educate the public because there's there's a lot of issues that need to be addressed, and thankfully you two gentlemen decided to put your brains together and make that happen. This is really good stuff. So this is my first time seeing. Is there if somebody wants to order issues from you, like what's the best way they can reach you guys?
Well, you can go to our Instagram page. It'll have links, or they can go directly to our website, crackheadcorey.com. In it, they can place their order, and we just ship it to them. Or we also have a Patreon, and I'm not sure if everyone's familiar with it, but it's similar to crowdfunding. And with small donations monthly, we also do raffles, and you get issues possibly for free from there.
Nice, man, nice. Do you guys plan on turning Crackhead Corey into an actual movie? Because I would love to see this turn into a live-action movie. You have Dave Chappelle stars Crackhead Corey.
So we was actually thinking about maybe turning this into like a live-action TV show. So hopefully in the future, within the next 2 to 3 years, maybe we could go that route. And hopefully, if you guys love the story, email Netflix, email Hulu, and Amazon, or whatever streaming service to maybe, try to get us a deal.
You heard what the men said. Email Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, all them motherfuckers. This is fucking solid gold right here on this table. Don't let anyone tell you guys different. You guys are doing great work. Keep it up. And I hope to see you guys at the next convention in the future. Yeah. Not Pow Con, but another convention. And catch up with you guys. You guys are doing great work. This is beautiful, man. Thank you guys for your time. Guys, thanks for watching at home. That's a wrap. We're done. Peace. Hey, how you guys doing? This is your boy Amari. I'm still here at Pow Con 2020. And you're wondering, who's this gentleman that's sitting next to me on my left-hand side? Well, I'm going to tell you. He's one of the most mysterious, elusive artists in the Transformers genre. And I know because it's pretty damn true. I've tried to catch him several times at different cons, and I didn't make it in time to see the man. But now since he's here and he's relaxed, cool, he's not moving, now I have an opportunity to speak to the gentleman. I'm sitting next to the one and only Dan Connor. How you doing, man?
Pretty good.
Wow, it's finally nice to actually meet you. I've seen your artwork online. I've seen your artwork in comic books. First, my audience, they don't know anything about you. I want them to know just a little bit about you. How did you get started with art?
Well, I've just started drawing from comics just as a little kid. I'm sure like all the other pro artists, just drawing the stuff that you love and drawing it growing up, and you keep on doing it every week and month and year, and eventually I got to the professional level.
Sweet, man. So, what made you fall in love with the Transformers franchise?
Well, I was always a big fan of the toys because I was a child of the 80s, so I grew up with them, and I've always had huge affection for them as a fan, and so sort of do what you love. So I draw the franchise and the characters that I have a great affection for.
Okay, so when it comes to drawing the Transformers, which robot do you feel is the hardest for you to draw?
Hardest? I don't know if there's any particular character that's really hard to draw. I think any of the live-action movie characters are very difficult because it's a different skill set than drawing a traditional G1 Transformer. It's really time-consuming, and it's not necessarily kind of what I grew up with, so that would probably
You can't
be
say
the
anymore
toughest
because
one.
we don't want to have problems. I don't want to disappear, Dan. I don't want you to disappear either. I don't want to see you. I don't want them to find you on the news in the river. Well, as for G1, your G1 stuff is fucking amazing, man. It's beautiful. It's just really, really damn beautiful.
Thank you. It's very kind of you.
I mean, I especially love Bumblebee. Just This is not the Bumblebee I know and love.
I have movie, I have Prime, and I have G1.
Oh my God!
I have it all.
Even better.
And Spidey.
Oh man! Shout out to Dan Gilvezan. This is what you.
That's a good Dan Gilvezan.
That's not a good. That's a great one. That's amazing, man. Oh my God! If I show this to my brother, will lose his damn mind. Did you get to show this to Dan Gilvezan?
I don't think I did, actually. No, I don't think I did. I did do a show where he was at last year, TF Con, and I believe I sold a couple, but not so much. Not really.
All right, we're gonna have to make this happen. You know, we gotta have you and Dan like with the artwork.
He's a very nice man.
Oh, I believe that. I believe that. Oh, I know. He's Bumblebee and Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is like the greatest combo ever, man. I really love this, man. I'm like, also, I noticed you were also in the Transformers 88 miles per hour book.
Oh, yeah, way back when, yes.
Yeah, I still have that at home.
Genesis.
Yes. I mean, Dan Connor has a lot of amazing artwork in there. If you ever get a chance to buy the book and bring it to the con and have Dan sign it at least.
Well, there's that. There was also a book that just came out in October, Transformer Visual Guide by Jim Sorensen. I do have a lot of work in that as well.
Wow! You got? Do you have any of your Beast Wars artwork?
Sure. Beast Wars over here.
Whoa!
I have a lot of Beast Wars stuff, actually.
I believe that shit, man. That's amazing. I really love your version of Optimus Primal
Thank you. Thank you.
and Transmetal Optimus and Optimal Optimus.
I try to cover all my bases.
You cover your bases very well.
Also have Predacon.
Oh, he got some Predacon action. He got Predaking. Wow. Wow, man. You're delivering everything, man.
Try to have a little bit of everything if I can.
You don't try, you deliver, man. That's amazing. Wow. Are you working on any comics right now?
Right now, no. I'm just starting my con season up. I do work on the Transformer card game, and I'm one of the contributing artists on the cards for that game.
Nice, man. So, I have to ask just one annoying question. When is Dan Connor going to come out with his own comic book?
That's a really good question. When Dan Connor comes out with an idea for his own comic book, probably.
Okay, I respect that. I understand. Man, you have a lot of slick, beautiful artwork here, man. Also, he's good with humans, too. Really good.
I have a fine arts background, actually, so aside from drawing Transformers, I do draw people. There's a new one that I'm getting finished off right now, too. So
Holy shit, that's fucking beautiful, man.
I do try to do a little bit of everything.
I don't. You do,
Cover everything.
man. You do amazing work, man. I'm very grateful to actually be here and got to spend time with you. Not only that, my audience is getting to spend time with you, getting to know you more. So, if anybody wants to reach out to you via social media, how should they go about it? If they want to order some work from you, what's the best way for them to do it?
I have a website, dantheartguy.com, and you could just go on the website, drop me an email. I think I'm on Instagram under ArtGuy101, I think. And just drop me a line from Instagram or my website or Twitter. Any of those.
You heard what the man said. Drop him a line on Instagram, Twitter, and Dan, the art guy, on his website. Dan Connor, thank you so much, man, for spending time with me. You really made my day here. Made Pow Con amazing for me.
That's very kind of you to say, and thank you for stopping by.
Dude, man, thank you for being here because I didn't know whether or not I was going to be able to run into you at all. You know, you really did save the day for me. I'm serious, man. No bullshit. You know, you're here because I've always wanted to meet you. I've always wanted to talk to you and have you on my show. This is great. This works out great.
It's always nice to meet any of my fans. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, Dan, thank you so much for spending time with me, spending time with my audience. I'm getting the hell out of here because this man has work to do. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hey, how you guys doing? This is your boy Amari. I'm still here at Pow Con 2020. I'm standing to a very mysterious, enigmatic figure in the comics industry. And he has a lot of beautiful work on his table. He also has a t-shirt too, a collectible t-shirt. If you're wondering who the gentleman is, I won't keep you in suspense any longer. I'm here with the one and only
Dennis Knight.
How you doing, Dennis?
Good. How are you today?
Fantastic, man. Thanks for coming to my show and thanks for spending time with my audience. I want them to know a little bit about you. How did you get involved with the arts?
I loved comic books as a kid growing up, and I read them. Big Marvel fan growing up, and I realized I could actually make them. So that's how I got into making comic books.
So in other words, you like what Marvel had to offer, but you figure, you could do a better job being telling the story yourself and being the hero yourself.
Well, independent comics are a great thing because actually you have more creative control over the story.
You have total control over the story.
Yeah, that's correct.
So he's the writer and editor of his own story.
Actually, I'm an editor for Pronto Comics, but this is my first creator-owned comic book that I created.
Nice. Would you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. The title is called Cross. It's published by Pronto Comics. The story is about a contract killer who finds out he's a terrorist in the alternate universe. He has to travel to the alternate universe to find himself and save the world.
Wow, that's some deep stuff, man.
I have issues 1 through 6 right here.
Wow, he has some beautiful stuff on the table. So I guess you're one of the few that comic book creators, you like to do real humanistic stories.
Well, I like stories that people can relate to because it makes more of an impact on the reader.
Right. So this is more reality based.
Yeah.
Cool. So do you have any plans to turn that into a feature film?
I've been thinking about it. I'm also considering making it into a video game and trying to reach out to certain video game publishers who will be interested. Things of nature, but stuff like that, it takes a lot of time. So just hoping I can meet the right person one day. We could discuss it being a video game or motion picture.
Nice. I definitely see it as a motion picture, man. Boom, 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 boom. And let me guess, you're going to get Wesley Snipes to play the lead.
A lot of people they can picture Wesley Snipes playing the role. So if he's interested, I would love to talk to him about it.
All right, cool. So if anybody wants to order any issues from you, what's the best way for them to contact you via social media?
On Facebook, my name is Dennis Knight. I also have a Cross Comic Book fan page on Facebook. On Instagram, I'm DEE Knight Writer. On Twitter, I'm Mr. Knight Writer.
Okay. So those are the so what's the official website to order the book from?
IndiePlanet.com. INDYPlanet.com.
All right. Well, much success to you in the future. Keep up the good work. Keep kicking ass, taking no prisoners, and turn this into a live-action movie, man.
You'll be the first one I call when I do.
No, I won't be the first person. The first person you call is Wesley Snipes, not me.
Okay.
He ain't me.
All right, sounds good. That's fair.
He's not giving me the role in the movie. So it's a different story, man. But thank you so much, man, for coming to my show.
Sure, of course.
Are you going to any more of the cons this year?
I am doing Verde Con in Arizona in March. I'm also considering New York Comic Con in October. There's a whole bunch of cons that are coming up, so I'm also reviewing my schedule to see if I'm available to make those cons also.
What about Urban Action Showcase?
I haven't heard of that one actually.
Now you have. It's a festival that's held in November in New York City at AMC Times Square Movie Theater, and it celebrates black men as action heroes.
Really? That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes, it does.
So
It celebrates
maybe we should,
black men as action heroes.
I would love to learn more about it. Maybe I could be a part of the show.
You should be there at the show. Time Mark's going to be there. Michael Jai White's going to be there.
Wow, very cool.
Let's make it happen. Yeah, Timax over there.
Oh, very cool.
He's part of the show.
Oh, awesome. That's amazing. Big
Yeah.
fan. Love The Last Dragon. Big fan.
Oh, yeah, me too. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.